What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. Appreciate y'all tuning in. This is just a little short quick video. I'm out here pulling cameras just to make sure I don't leave them out here all summer long. And they're cell phone cameras, and I'm going to be using them this spring to help locate some turkeys on different pieces of property. But anyway, I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit and get your thoughts on a little work detail I have on this piece of property, and show y'all what I have in mind, and see what y'all thought about it, and maybe give me some ideas and some pointers and whatnot. But you see this open area behind me. This was actually all kind of thick timber like you see back behind me, and I had a guy come in here with a mulch machine and mulch it up and clean it up real nice. I had a guy come in here with a mulch machine and come in here and clean up all the undergrowth. That way we could get some sunlight and I could have a food plot. And I know this is not a conventional spot to have a food plot, but I'm a little bit hard-headed, and I said I'm planting a doggone food plot whether it works out or not. But I planted wheat and turnips and let's see, ryegrass, oats, different stuff like that here, and it's never done that well. So I know there's still a lot of trees in here, man. I just don't want to cut them. There's a lot of white oaks, and most of those are acorn trees, different types of oaks, and I don't want to cut them. There's a few trash trees, not trash, but trash trees that aren't beneficial for what I'm trying to do here, that I can come in here and cut and open up a little bit more sunlight. But the property over this direction got completely clear cut, so afternoon sun will be getting in here better than before. So with that being said, I planted this. I don't know exactly how big it is. It's probably, I don't know, 1/2 to 3/4 of an acre, but I will measure it before I get more serious about it. And in the past, I have planted it in cow peas. What's the other? Iron clay peas, and they did really well, and the deer loved them. And them suckers got waist high, and what I should have done is left them, but what I did is disc them in and planted a winter plot. But my goal this year is to do the same thing except with soybeans, and leave those soybeans in here for bow season. What do y'all think about that? Soybeans right there in this little plot. Let me turn this camera around and I'm going to kind of show it to you. So it's going to go from, there's the clear cut property right over there, okay? The property goes, what I'm going to plant is just this open area, and there's a lot over there on top of that hill that you can't see from here. And I have a stand right there, so this whole area right here will be planted in soybeans. And I'm fixing to walk to the top of this hill to where you can see it a little better. And these deer like to travel here. But when I planted those iron clay peas, man, I could come out here in the evenings in the summertime and they'll just be in here eating them. And they would actually eat the iron clay peas over. I had a corn pile and rice bran. They would actually just about rather eat the iron clay peas, the leaves, than corn and rice bran. And man, I wish I still had pictures of it, but it was beautiful. It was green, and I did a soil sample back then and had it fertilized and limed correctly. And if I want to do this and have a successful food plot, I'm gonna have to do it again this year. But like I say, my plan is to have this in soybeans for early season and hunt over it with my archer equipment, whether it's me or one of my 2 kids with their crossbow or whatever. I haven't gotten them crossbow yet, but I plan to. But those iron clay peas, man, they did good in here. So I'm hopeful that soybeans will do well in here, and it's not cheap to plant soybeans if you do it the right way. So there's a scrape right here. I actually made this. This was actually a scrape that they made themselves a long time ago, and I freshened it up myself. And there's a licking branch, and they just took over, and I had a camera right there. But since they clear cut that, so you can see that there's a few junk trees that I can cut in here to open up the canopy just a little more. And all the shade that used to be over here is going to be gone, and being that that's a clear cut now, and they've actually already replanted it in pines, that's going to be a clear cut. Man, it's going to open up a huge bedding area. So I'm hopeful that we're going to hold a lot more deer back here. But you can see that I attempted to plant this year, and what I think I just planted it in wheat and turnips, I believe, but I didn't hardly get anything. And it would probably help if I came in here and blew the leaves off of this food plot and whenever they all fell. But I'm trying to get some. Look, there's another camera. I totally forgot about it. Look at there. That's why you need to come out to your pieces of property and just check them out. This feeder's not going, but got a camera that I totally forgot about right there. So here it is. It's going to go from here all the way down to that box and all the way down to where we just were at. There's a swimming pool I've got buried for a water hole right there, but my bike is right there, just on the other side of that, about 10 yards. So it's not a huge area, but it's enough to pull some deer in here, I believe. So here's a spot that did decent green, but everywhere else, and they could have already eaten it all down. I don't know. I didn't hunt right here at all this year, none at all. I just didn't. You're gonna have to forgive my feeder over there. I just squirrels chewed up the top of it, and I never got around to getting a new lid for it. And I actually probably need to get a whole new feeder, a better one that I don't have to worry about. But I usually bow hunt out of this tree right here, right there, way up yonder. But there's a pretty good bit of cover. I've never gotten busted up there in early season. And so what's y'all's guys' opinion on doing this? Some of y'all might not urge me to do it at all, but I'm going to do it regardless. So, oh, and another thing that I have planned for this spot, and I'll probably come in here and do some heavy surveillance in late August, early September, and see where they're coming from, and you know, pick different trees that I can hunt different winds from, if that makes sense. This is what you'd consider a kill plot, in my opinion. It's not real big, and you can pretty much shoot the whole entire food plot. There's a tree. I mean, you can get in that tree back there, and then you can get in several of these trees up here. And I wished I'd have cut bow windows whenever I built that box stand. I wish I'd have cut vertical windows in that stand whenever I built it, but I didn't. So one other thing that I plan on doing to this spot here is getting some, and I was going to do it this year, I just didn't, never got around to it, is getting some plexiglass windows with the gasket, kind of like you see in the popular redneck blinds and all. And this stand will be 100% scent proof. You won't have to worry about the wind directions, and I'm going to put a weather stripping around the outside of that door, and the windows will be completely sealed off until you open the window to shoot. And I might even put some vertical windows in there yet. I don't know. We'll see. But that's a 4x8 box stand with a staircase. The bottom of it is 13 foot high, and this is a piece of property that I own myself, and it's going to be here. Hopefully I'll be here a while, and I'll invested my money in building a good stand. My son killed his first buck out of there. Let's climb up there. I need to clean all this mess up. There was actually a buzzard that came and lived in here and had babies. That's another reason I want to put those windows in there I was telling you about. I need to put a new piece of carpet in here, clean it all out. And these windows, you can get them custom made. I built this in 2017. Good grief, time flies. But you can get these windows made for the exact hole, the exact opening that you need. And they have a weather stripping all the way around them, so your scent is not getting out of this blind. I mean, this bad boy is sealed off. There is one spot I do remember that I needed to put some more screws from the outside right there. And if you want to get crazy with it, you can fill in all these holes that you think weather might get in with caulk. But so while you're hunting in here, you'll have these windows completely shut, and I plan on putting some weather stripping around right here. That way when you shut this door, there's no air leaking in whatsoever. And I'm going to put a better latch right here. There's nothing coming in. There's no wind entering this blind while you're hunting, and nothing leaving until you open this window. So here's the food plot. There it is. That's what your view would be. Sorry, that's what your view would be from inside. I'm gonna have to trim some of that. But like, I could cut this tree. But this is just, let me turn this camera around. This is just one of the pieces of property I need to do some work to, and improve them a little bit. And I'll probably, I don't know, I might save this spot for my kids. We'll see. But that's on my agenda, is to plant that and soybeans and leave it all through bow season, and put weatherproof windows with a weather gasket in here on this blind, put new carpet, get new chairs, and there you have it. So I'm interested in what some of you guys have planned in the off season to do to some of your pieces of property, leave it in the comments below. Shut this thing. Leave in the comments below. Tell me what you got planned for some of your pieces of property that you plan on hunting this year. Maybe you got some new pieces that you need to go scout out and look at. But this property here is in Louisiana, and North Louisiana, and you got a decent chance of killing a 115 to 130 inch deer around here. There's the occasional possibly 140 to, I'm not going to venture to say 150, because I do know of a 160, I think, that was killed 2 or 3 years ago within a couple miles of here, but that's like a fluke. But anyway, that's just what I got planned for this piece. Always got to have something to do, something to look forward to, and a project going on. I can't sit still. I cannot sit still. I can probably cut that tree. That tree's no good, but it's a big one. There's a dead tree over there. There's several trees that I can cut and open up the canopy a little bit more. You know, come to think of it, I do think these deer are just eating this plot. Eating it down, I guess. But I didn't sit the first time in that stand this year, none whatsoever. I just didn't. One reason was they were working on clear cutting that piece of property this season, so it had all these deer back here kind of jacked up from what they normally do at this particular location. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, the notification bell, and we'll catch y'all next time. Lord willing, we got some turkey hunts coming up not too long from now. So y'all have a great day. God bless.